Hello.
Hi, darling.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back. Thank you for being patient and waiting for this episode to drop. We are so sorry to leave you guys hungry.
We are hungry little Lizzies. But here's the problem. We had COVID last week. So,
Yeah.
and not just like your average, like, oh, whatever, it's undetectable COVID, I can still function. No, rocking on your butt.
Yeah. Like everyone was like, oh, like I would still go out. And I'm like, how? Like, I want to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Like people are like, oh, because I had a lot of shows last week and people were like, you should have still done them. I'm like, are you people inconsiderate?
Yes.
Like, are you people insane? And also, like, I had the type of COVID that anyone could look at me and be like, bitch, you got COVID? Why you out here?
Yeah.
I didn't have that little cute COVID that everybody be getting.
Like you have like a little tickle.
Yeah.
Or like
a little
sniffle.
A little cough. A little cute cough.
No, we looked bedraggled and rotina. So.
And my friend had COVID and she was like, oh, I had it for 2 days. I was like, 2 days?
2 days?
That shit was whooping my ass for like 6.
Whooping it.
And I'm not even sure I'm back.
No, same. I was literally going to say the same thing.
The symptom I felt the most was fatigue.
Oh, I thought you were going to say was irritation.
That was just when you talked.
Oh, fair. But yeah, so here we are, rested, mostly galvanized, ready to talk to you guys.
Yeah, now we have all the energy now.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted a COVID episode, so it would be
a little bit less intense. Less bickering.
Well, we watched Alien Romulus.
Alien Romulus, the most recent. I think it's the 9th film in the franchise.
Girl, after 4, I gotta stop counting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like after 4, I'm just like, enough. I'll just call all of them Alien, and you'll figure out which one I watched.
Yeah, you just tell them like the characters or the plot, and they're like, oh, okay.
They're like, yeah.
Yeah.
We watched it before we went to, before we got COVID.
Yes.
Maybe that's how we caught COVID.
The aliens gave it to us.
The aliens.
They probably did. What if aliens created COVID? I can't go down that rabbit hole.
If aliens created a virus, it would be way worse than COVID.
Yeah. Fair.
Like, I don't think, like...
It would be like, prepare for world domination.
Like, I feel like our faces will be melting. Ugh. And, like, our eyes would, like, pop out. Yeah.
Sick. Sick. But we saw it at... we saw Alien Romulus at the Alamo Drafthouse. First time we'd ever gone.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
It was super cool.
What are the flies doing? Like, you gotta be like, they're like, oh, we're talking.
No worries.
What are they doing?
No worries. No. What if I kill it?
Please, the ghetto-ness of this.
Please, Ashlynn.
What? The ghetto-ness of having a fly in your podcast is fucking ghetto.
It's a guest star.
It's not. It's probably an alien.
Yeah.
Flies are alien. But we went to the Alamo Drafthouse.
It was so sick. I had never been to one before.
Yeah, I know. I think I've been to one, but not like recently. I think a couple of years ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't know who you went with, but interesting. Okay. But the snacks
when you get in a relationship, you can't go anywhere with anyone.
No.
Like, oh, who must have been the other bitch.
Literally.
But it was pretty
banging.
Snacks were banging. They had a special menu. It was pretty cool. We liked it. They had like they have a menu for you to like eat and drink, but then they have like a special menu depending on what movie you're watching.
Yeah.
So they'll have stuff like that. It was pretty cool. And I gotta say, this movie was a 9.5 out of 10.
Ooh, you're ranking it that high?
Yeah.
And you've seen... so I've never seen any of the Alien films.
Oh.
So this was my first one. But you've seen... Do you feel like you've seen most of them?
I feel like I've seen maybe like 4 of them.
Okay.
Like...
And how did this one stack up against the others you saw?
Well, I think like this one... All right, so here was the pros and cons of this one. Okay, we were talking to some people about this, and people were like, they'd wish that like people wouldn't be like, we're to the point where it's the 9th film, and like people wish it wouldn't be like, what is this? Like, we already know about aliens.
Yeah.
Like, this is the 9th one. Like, we would like to go into a movie being like, oh, I've heard of this. Like, I heard of this like 50 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because we're so far in the future in this one.
Yeah.
Like, it's a dystopian world.
Yes.
Like, what?
No, yeah.
Oh, I thought I said it wrong.
No, you said
I'm
it
like,
right,
here
darling.
I go. But it's a dystopian world, so we like live in this futuristic world,
In space.
Yeah, like apparently like Earth was ruined or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It took me a few minutes. Like the first 25 minutes of the film, I was like, oh, brother, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, and I was thinking about it. I was like, here's some things that they feel like we don't even get to like, okay, everything felt kind of rushed. Like, I think they also felt like we don't want to do this whole, like, prepare for the aliens thing again. Like, we've done it so many times, right? So I think the, like, producers or the writers or whoever's in charge of that was like, let's just rush into, like, getting to the aliens. That's what it felt like. Like, it felt like I didn't really get to know. So, a little bit of a recap. If you haven't watched it, like, we'll spoil it a little bit.
Spoil.
Yeah. So the main character is this girl, Rain, and she has a brother.
Yes.
And at first, when you're watching this movie, you're watching the brother and you go, is he autistic? Like,
No.
Respectfully, is he autistic? And then you go, slay.
Yeah.
I hope they got an autistic actor.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You go slay, and then you find out he's a robot. And you go, okay, well, kind of makes sense. Same thing.
Oh my God. Yeah. For a second, I was like, what is happening? What is this dynamic between these two? And when it was revealed, I was like, oh.
I knew the dynamic, but I said, something's off about him. And not in a bad way, but I said, he doesn't have social cues. So I said, is he autistic? But he's just a robot. And I can say that because my little cousin is autistic. So I saw and I said, Kathy could be in this film.
She should have been.
Yeah.
Who would she play?
The autistic brother.
Oh my God. That would be crazy.
Okay.
She would slay probably.
She would slay. Remember that time? Oh, I don't think we were dating yet. I had bought her ice cream and we were getting in a cab. And I was like, oh, Kathy, before we get in the cab, you have to, put away your ice cream. She's like, why? I'm like, well, people don't want you to eat in their car,
Yeah.
So I used to tell her and her sister when they were younger, I used to tell her how, like, whenever they wouldn't mind their business, I would tell them the story. I'd be like, I'd be like, my grandma lived to be 109. And they'd be like, really? Wow, how did she last that long? And I'd be like, by minding her business. So I would tell them that story anytime they were like,
but
what?
Isn't that their grandmother too, or their?
Well, we have different like.
Oh, but you're lying to them because your grandmother didn't.
Kate, oh my.
Please. I get the bit.
Let me pull up the family tree for this podcast.
I'm doing a fact check. I'm a fact checker, and it's not the truth. You're lying to the children.
Kiwi, it's just about mind your business. That's all it's about. It's getting the point across, right? It's like tricking them into this story, and then you were like, by minding her business. So then they were like, right. So I used to tell them the story all the time. So I'm with Kathy, and we're getting in the cab. And Kathy puts away her ice cream, but the cab driver noticed that she has ice cream. So he goes, you can't, he's very nice. He's like, you can't eat that in the car. Like, and I was like, no. I told her already she has it put away. And Kathy turns to me and she goes, Ashlynn, you should tell him the story about your grandmother.
Wait, that's so funny. That's so good. She's like, hey, sir, mind your fucking business.
It was just so...
She will, like, do stuff like that. Like, she'll say stuff like that, and you're like, damn, Kathy's kind of funny.
It was just so crazy because I wasn't expecting it, but it was, like, so fun. It's, like, one of those things where, like, as a parent, like, you do to your children, or, like, as an older sibling, you do to your younger siblings, and then... they do it to someone and you're like, I can't believe I taught you that.
Yeah.
Like I'm the villain.
What monster did I create? Yeah.
So anyway, that's my autistic cousin Kathy, and that's how she operates. So when I saw this character, I said, Kathy. He is autistic.
Yeah.
But it turns out he was just a robot.
Well,
And so Rain is trying to like leave this earth. The parents are dead. This robot is like her brother. Her father created him.
Or it programmed him to like take care of her. That is his like mission.
I no, I think he was like, I think people had robots.
Yeah.
But then I think maybe when he was dying, his mission was to do what's best for Rain.
Yes.
I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because it feels like they grew up together. Like, she does have a love for him.
For sure.
Like, she does have a love for him. It's no different than an adopted sibling.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She does have this love for him, like this.
He's my brother.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Like, this protectiveness. And so that is confusing to start with, right?
Yes.
They throw that loop in. And then she has like this group of friends that she doesn't see anymore. Yeah. And then they're like, we've got a heist. And we're like, okay, on board with the heist.
Yeah,
we're like, okay.
what are we heisting?
And then this weird friendship, like this group has like a weird friendship that we don't really like get to know.
I actually agree with you. I'm like, the interrelationships between the friend group were not clear. I was like, who's dating who?
Because the girl, one of the girls was pregnant.
Yes.
And she's like, by some asshole. And I was like, oh, is it that guy? And you're like, no, that's her brother. And I'm like, well, I don't know, because they haven't like
I know
set it up. I'm like, she doesn't know her baby daddy. I'm like, okay, another person that reminds me of my cousin. Like, I'm like,
different cousin, not Kathy.
I'm like,
please.
It's just a family.
This is it. Actually, is taking place in Inwood.
Yeah, in Dykeman.
Oh my god!
But they don't like solidify this friendship, this group friendship. I'm like, what's happening? They're like kind of mean to each other. Like they haven't seen each other.
Yes.
And I guess the point of the movie is that they're trying to get like it's like you need like gas in order to like take you to this or to this other planet.
Yeah.
And this other planet is like beautiful, like. The sun comes up there.
Yeah. Or it's they needed the sleeping pods because they needed a way to get to that planet. Mm-hmm. And then they also needed enough like power for these sleeping pods because I guess it takes like if I remember correctly, it was like it's a 9-year journey or something. So they're like,
oh, so the chemical they needed was for the pods. I thought I associated it with like gas.
No, I think it's for the sleeping pods. The actual premise of what they were doing on the new ship that they find the aliens, plot twist, was sort of unclear. So I'm with you. Yeah. Once you get into the action, you're like, okay, I know what's happening.
And that's the thing about this movie is that the beginning, like the first 20 minutes is really confusing. But then after that, they do a super good job of explaining what happened, how the aliens got out.
Yes.
And
yeah, I agree.
They do like after that, you're not lost, which is great because a lot of times you watch a science movie about aliens like Arrival.
No, thank God. Don't bring it back up. You and I watched that movie and I don't think I still understand what the plot was.
I think about that movie to this day. I'm like, did she have sex with the alien? I'm like, what?
Wasn't Jeremy Renner her lover, but then was also like her son or something? I don't know.
Girl, that's the issue is that like that was a fever dream. I think I had COVID in there too.
Maybe we did.
Pre-COVID. We were like, should we take an edible before seeing Arrival? And I think we were like, no, it might be like too crazy. And thank God we didn't.
I would have been flummoxed.
I would have been like,
flabbergasted.
I'm too dumb to understand this movie.
I still feel like I'm too dumb to understand.
No, I think the movie's too dumb to be understood.
See,
Slay.
There's some truth. There's some truth. Sorry to the Arrival fans.
Yeah. but so the first 20 minutes you're lost.
Yeah.
You are kind of like, you're not lost. You're just like trying to figure certain things out. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But then like, I guess what would be the most confusing part, they do a really good job of like walking you through it.
Yeah.
So they're doing this heist. They're going to go on this ship that apparently has been abandoned. And they're like, oh, they have the gas for the sleeping pod or whatever. I forgot what it's called. They're like, we have this shit that's like...
Yeah. We got to go get this stuff on this ship.
Yeah.
To make our journey.
And the reason why they really want Rain is because Rain does want to leave.
Yes.
And... What are you looking at me
I
like
know.
that?
It's kind of fucked up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rain wants to leave, but... What we don't know and what we find out when the friends like go to the ship is that she can't take her brother.
Yeah.
Because her brother is a robot and they don't allow robots in this other planet.
Yeah.
Because robots have the thing about robots is that they're just like mission focused. So you can't like they won't use any feelings or anything, any other context. Like they have a mission and they'll complete that mission. Doesn't matter who they have to sacrifice.
Right.
And so there's this whole thing where like the robots killed
one of the friends' moms and a mine.
Well, like, yeah, because like 3 of them, like the robot had to make the decision of killing either letting 3 die or like letting 400 die.
Right.
And the robot sacrificed the 3 but the robot's mission is like
save as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Which is like, I mean, like that, like it's sad, but like that's who you want in charge. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, but I guess if it's your if one of your family members is one of those 3, you're like,
fuck these robots.
Yeah, you're like the robots are evil.
These fucking robots suck. Yeah. So okay, Rain knows that she can't bring her brother to this new planet, but they need him because he's gonna get on the ship and like essentially set them off, like
because he has because her dad built him. I guess like her dad was like into the government or something like that, like or whatever. He has like the key port, like he could put his finger on thing, like it's like a key, and he can like open up certain government locked things, because he is a robot. So that's why they needed him.
But she's sacrificing him.
So essentially, that's why they needed Rain, because they knew that he only does what's best for Rain.
Yeah.
The brother, Andy. Yeah. So he does what's best for Rain. So if Rain wanted to go on that ship, he would do what Rain wanted. So he would like, and then it gets weird because they tell him that he's not going to this other planet. And he's so like,
and he's sad, but he's like, well, okay, it's best for Rain.
And you know what was crazy? It's like, it's one of those moments where you're like, he doesn't feel, but for some reason I feel for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like when I see people, like, I don't know if you've seen this, when people like kick robots.
No.
Like,
what side of TikTok are you on for this? What side?
Because they'll show you like little dog robot, like the dog robots.
Yeah.
Not the cute ones, not the ones you get for Christmas.
Oh, the ones that flip.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about like the cop ones.
Yeah,
like the black.
I forget the Boston.
Yes.
Boston Scientific.
Yes.
Ones. Yeah.
So I saw this video where people were like kicking it around just to see like how it would react, and it was like stumbling and like getting back up and then stumbling, and I could not watch that. Like for some reason, I'm like, I know that robot doesn't feel anything.
But I'm feeling something. That's sad for us. That's why we can't be scientists.
It's why we it's what makes us human.
They were just kicking the shit out of these little robots.
Yeah, and these robots were like bling bling bling. And then it would get back up and be like bling bling bling. And then get back up. I'm like, all right, when that robot gets a mind of its own and he remembers your foot.
This is correct. Has nobody watched the Black Mirror episode? Like, they get crazy. Whatever. I don't know. Robots are crazy. I don't like AI.
No, I don't like it either.
It spooks me out.
I mean, we've seen too many examples of how it goes wrong. I don't know why we keep trying it.
We're not going to figure it out.
Like how we got robots before we got aliens. Dude. Like in real life, you know what I mean? Like I would rather meet an alien than to have robots.
Okay, let's talk about the actual alien, because do you think aliens look like real? Let's go on the premise that there is other life out in the universe, which there is. It is ignorant to think that we are
There has to be.
It is ignorant to think that we are the only life in the galaxy. Yeah. Do they look like those aliens in Alien, or are they just like, I don't know, they look like humans but they have like 3 toes or something? What do you think?
I don't know. I try not to get my hopes too high with them. Like I hope they're like green aliens, like the green ones, because the green ones look super chill.
Yeah.
Like out of all the aliens we have like done in film, those are the chillest ones.
Yeah.
What?
Green ones are the chillest ones. You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I feel like they're the ones that get stoned.
Yeah.
I'm not
the claw.
The claw.
You have been chosen.
Even like Paul, the movie Paul with the alien, he's gray, but he's like looks like the green aliens, but he's just gray.
He's green in spirit.
Yeah, his spirit is green. His aura is
his energy.
His vibe is green.
Wait, that's so stupid.
I feel like I would want the green ones because they seem like the chillest. They always seem stoned. I don't want these fucking... this is going to sound problematic. The black ones. That's problematic.
Ashlynn, you're going to get canceled. Ashlynn. No, the ones from Alien.
Yeah.
They are... I didn't realize... Okay. The idiot who's
But you know what? Like, there's a conspiracy theory here. Why are the black aliens the scary ones? I want to talk about that. That's what he's reporting.
I need to call Ridley Scott right now. Get to the bottom of this.
Because that's crazy, right?
That is crazy. But... those aliens are mama scaryboots.com.
Well, even like they have that little throat dick, right? That it just comes out at you. And
it's like, so forceful. It's nasty.
It's very rapey.
Ugh, I know. Ew. I'm just like, so I didn't realize, and I think I asked you during the movie because I hadn't seen any of the Alien movies, that this alien... it's not like it's a new... they don't design a new alien for every movie. Like, it's the same alien.
It's the long-headed bitch.
So, again, going back to your point, why everyone's like, what is this? You're like, come on. It's the same fucking alien.
Come on. It's the long-headed bitch alien.
Like, you know who this is. But, so okay, I don't even know if we need to continue to recap the film, but like...
yeah, I mean, it's your podcast. You direct it.
But and scene.
Which aliens do you think exist?
Oh. See, I am with you on the green aliens, but I think they have skin suits. And I think they're tall.
That's weirder. If I see an alien with a skin suit, dude, I'm going to be like, he wants my skin. Like, what are you talking about? I don't want to see him with a skin suit. I want to see him. I want to see him be him. I don't want no fucking... Imagine you meet an alien and his whole life he's like trying to be like you. I'd be like, oh my God, brother, just go. Go home already. Like, go home, you fucking loser.
Have you ever seen the memes where they are like unzipped out of their human skin and they're like ironing their... like, that's what I picture aliens. So kind of camp. Like... yeah. I just don't feel like... I don't feel like they're all... evil or scary.
What if gay people are aliens?
That tracks. That tracks.
What if we're aliens?
I don't feel like I'm from this planet.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think any gay person does.
I'm like, I don't know how I got here. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the scary ones are too much for me. I don't like the scary ones.
Their teeth are nasty. Their blood is acid. Are you kidding me?
What the hell?
She gets her period, bro. We're gonna have to keep her chained up.
Chained up.
She gets her period, dude.
You have to spay her like a dog.
Yeah, literally.
Dogs don't get their periods after they get spayed.
No.
See, here we go. That's what we have to do. Sorry, I have an itch. But yeah, these aliens are. First of all, you know their breath is hot, nasty, because they have their tongue is a scary like weapon that lurches out of their throat.
Yes,
and they have
it's a dick throat.
Layers of teeth. Layers.
They're so fast. They got that sharp ass tail knife.
The tail knife.
And
like like the head is scary looking. Their head looks like a seashell.
It's long. She's a long-headed bitch.
Long seashell head. Like she looks like a dinosaur.
Almost, yeah.
And then her body is like gangly. But then she's got her scary little tail. It's too much. I don't like it.
I do like that almost in all the aliens, like the movies, like I do like that the queen is like the head bitch. I do like that's for every feminist. Mm-hmm. I'd be like, she'd be killing. I'd be like, slay queen. Okay.
How do we know it's a girl? How do you know it's a girl?
Because I didn't get that. That's what they said. They were like, she's waiting for us to open the door.
She's waiting.
It's usually a she. Because life begins with women.
With women. And she's just trying
and it ends with men.
She's trying to reproduce.
Yeah.
And whether, I mean, there's a lot of body horror in this. Like the way that they, first of all, the way that they also attach themselves to your face, rude.
Rape.
Literally
right in your face. You're like, excuse me, buy me dinner.
I'm like, what is this film rated? Yeah. What is this film rated? It looks like an octopus.
Yeah.
It's attached. Oh God. And then like.
Well, it was so spooky, right? It was so spooky because like in the movie, the way like they entered the ship, unbeknownst to anyone, had aliens on it, and they had like alien life that they were like preserving, and you had to keep it at a certain temperature for the eggs not to hatch.
Yes.
These idiots break the fucking thermostat, or they lower the thermostat so that they can get the pod gas.
Yes.
And in lowering the thermostat, they lowered the thermostat on the whole ship.
Yeah.
And there is this room full of alien babies.
Oh my God.
And you know it, but they don't know it. And you're just watching them, and then you're watching the baby be born, and you're watching them, you're watching the alien come out, and you're like, it's about to be crazy.
And it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I mean, in a group, I think there's like a group of 5 of them, 5 or 6. The 2 girls, the 2 guys, and Rain, and then Andy. So 6. Mm-hmm. So pretty much no one makes it out alive.
Yeah.
Obviously, Rain rocks on. But not like, first of all, wait, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
When they latched onto that first girl's face, did it like impregnate her with its baby?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. First of all, that's disgusting.
So the job is to like recreate, right? Like
procreate.
Yeah, reproduce.
So
it was like in her throat, and it was keeping her alive.
Yes.
By like breathing for her, but the only reason why it was keeping her alive was to have a womb.
Yeah.
So
disgusting.
In all aliens, that's exactly how they invade, like reproduce and invade you. They literally put their egg inside you, and then it's like,
that's just like so ridiculous and rude. It's rude.
Yeah,
it's rude because like
I just like in all the alien movies I've seen, I feel like I don't really know the alien. And I feel like if I did, maybe I'd be on the alien side.
But I'm not.
Like, I don't know her moon. I don't know her sun. I don't know her rising.
But
I don't know her
she's
hobbies.
Just an evil little villain. She's kind of one-sided. And I feel like we need a story about her.
Yeah.
We need a story about her. Yeah. So basically, the aliens are terrorizing the group. Iconic. And they deserve it. Mm-hmm. They were going to sacrifice Andy. I'll say it. That's fucked up.
He's a robot, but it is sad.
So you don't think it's fucked up? I guess they want to get on their nice little planet with the sun. Whatever.
I mean, listen.
I don't want to live in space.
I mean, listen. The robot sacrificed 3 lives to 400. In their head, they're sacrificing 1 robot for 5 other lives.
Yeah.
Right?
Potato, potato.
So it's like, if you live by the rule, you can't really be mad at it.
Period. But robots don't have feelings, so they can't be mad at anything. Yeah, but it was an intense. Once the chase is on, basically, once they release the aliens, and then they're trying to figure out the way as a group to escape, the tension and the pressure that I felt eating my popcorn in my seat, eating all my snacks, I was nervous. I was nervous. I was nervous eating.
In one scene, they have to like keep their temperature down. So like Andy like studies them, and he's like they can't see.
Yes.
So they kind of like sharks, right? Like sharks are blind.
Yeah.
They just like they see like spots. Sharks only see spots, and then they like hear movement.
Yes.
And they use their senses for that. But like when a shark attacks a human, it's because it like confuses you for like a seal.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's rude.
Yeah.
That's rude. Like, I'm not that big. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little miss big, but I'm not that miss big, you know?
I don't got blubber.
So
I don't got blubber. Okay? I've got little lovin' on the side, but I don't got.
I got some handles.
I don't have blubber.
So Andy tells them like, oh, you got to keep your body temperature at a certain level.
Yes.
No goosebumps, no heavy
Sweat.
breathing, no sweat, no anxiety. That door would have opened and the aliens would have been like, this anxious ass bitch in the front. They literally would have been like, oh no, you don't think this anxious bitch is going to come out here.
They're just sitting there. They're like hands crossed. They're like doing their nails. They're like, okay.
Yeah. They're like, oh, I can smell the anxiety, but like, sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Rain. Go ahead, try and get through there.
But I was just thinking about how like that would be horrible for you because they put everything like they lower the whole temperature to like human level.
Yeah.
So that way they can't sense them, and so it's like at 97. Kate would be like, I can't, kill me. I need the AC. Put this baby on 62. Like you.
I literally would be like, it's so hot in here. Because think about it, right? 90, what the average human temperature is 98.6 degrees.
Yeah.
That's hot. To experience that.
But like, if you're Nick Lachey, it's
98 degrees. Yeah. That's hot.
Yeah.
Like to experience it. And then you're also, so you're like sweaty. And then girl,
you're sweaty.
Take me. You're nervous.
You're anxious. You're scared. Like you have seen you saw this octopus-like alien.
Yeah.
Wrap its little face around your friend's face and choke her. And you're supposed to stay there like, I'll stay at 97. My dick, I'm going to stay there.
I was dying.
You would have been like, Dead. This is too hot. I can't. Get the AC unit.
Just kill me. Just fucking kill me.
You'd be like, turn this puppy up to 62.
I'd literally be like, you go get it. I'll be here.
Yeah.
I'll shut the door. And you're like, okay, sick. And I'm like, no, you got this.
You'll be like, I'm going to stay in the section that has AC.
Yeah.
When you guys are done, let me know.
No, I don't know if I could do it.
No, that was insane.
It was insane. And then like all the fighting and then, but yeah, they have acid blood and then you're like worried about that. They just are too much. I don't do that. I don't do that.
No, you don't do that.
I don't do that.
You don't do that. No.
I don't want that.
You don't do that. You don't want that.
I don't need
you
that.
You don't need that.
I don't.
You don't. It's not right.
It's not right.
It's not okay. In the words of Whitney Houston.
But in the words of Rain Carradine, she's going to make it anyway because she literally is the only, first. Mm-hmm. So she is like she is the hero of the film. Obviously, she like does all this stuff. She
doesn't sacrifice her brother. At one point, she gets a chance to sacrifice Andy.
Yeah, and she does.
And she goes back for him.
Yeah,
knowing that the alien is waiting for her.
Yeah, bold, brave, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Love that. Love Pink. Mm-hmm. But then we also have to talk about like the epic. My favorite fight was when her and Andy, like the zero gravity goes, so that way they're like trying to essentially float around the aliens, and they're trying to float around the aliens and the acid blood. Thank you. And she has a gun and she's ray gunning them. It's pretty fierce. But then like the anti-gravity kicks on and off because of whatever sensors on the ship. So then you have to battle the acid blood. I would give up. Well, she had a will to live. I don't know if I'd have that will.
She did something. What you're talking about is there's an anti-gravity machine like in the spaceship or whatever, and it goes off and on sometimes. And so she's surrounded by aliens at one point, and in order to, because what she's worried is if she shoots them, the blood is like the acid blood is gonna hit her.
Yeah,
there'll be acid blood on the bottom of the ship, and they'll fall and have the air.
Yeah.
So she turns
Thank you for explaining that. Makes more sense.
So she turns the anti-gravity on.
Yes.
And so now the aliens are floating. So when she shoots them, the blood is floating, and so they like make their way through the acid.
Yeah, it's so fierce.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's so fierce, and that was like my favorite. That was my favorite of the fight scenes. Mm-hmm. But we have to take a minute too and talk about. People were saying it was simply the grossest thing that they had seen in a movie, which, to be fair, I don't agree with, is when the pregnant girl.
There's a pregnant girl.
She gives birth.
Who doesn't know her baby daddy.
Honey. She gives birth to a fucking alien.
Well, you gotta rewind it, Kate, and bring it back.
Well, then you can...
But you gotta rewind that.
Well, she gives birth to the alien.
Yeah, but she's not pregnant by the alien. There's these like...
Oh! I'm sorry. Okay. So she gets injured. Okay, I have to tell this quick because otherwise it's going to take me 18 years. She gets injured, but they basically the reason that they're preserving the alien life is that they're trying to make this compound, this sort of that gives humans like the DNA of these aliens because they are the most primitive surviving form of life in space or something, basically. So
it also like heals you. They also heal really fast.
Yes. Yeah. So there's this compound that it's like in a syringe, and so they think it's going to save her. So she takes it along with herself to she almost dies, Miss Pregnant Girl. They save her, then they get her to her little pod. They're like, girl, just go in, we'll figure it out, we'll see you on the other side, okay, sweetie, like whatever. She takes the fucking
but that's not even okay. I'm gonna let you, when you find out what this compound is, they show you a video of a rat being injured, and then they stick it in the rat, and the rat is back to life.
Yeah.
And the rat is doing well. But then they all leave before the video finishes.
Classic.
Classic. And what you see is the rat explodes. That's all you see. That's all you see. And so they don't see that. So they don't know that this compound does that to people. They just think, okay, heals human. But Rain is really smart in this fact that she doesn't trust the compound.
Right.
So they want to give it to the pregnant, injured bitch. But first of all, she had a will to live.
Miss Pregnant?
Yes. She got fucked up. Remember the queen took her, snagged her,
wrapped her up like Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Like Jeepers motherfucking Creepers, literally.
And then they find her in this like alien like nest, and they get her out of there, but she's injured. But they're like, let's hit her with this compound. But Raina's like, I don't trust it. So they give her the fucking like the whole medicine bag, and they're like, go upstairs, girl, take a nap. You look tired. You got bags under your eyes.
Go to bed. We'll see you in 10 years. We'll see you in a decade.
Yeah.
But take this with you, okay? It has to get there. Okay, whatever. But she's like, I'm going to take this medicine. You dumb little bitch. You have a baby inside you.
You have a baby.
So, thank you. Okay, so that is the backstory that you need to know.
Yeah.
That when she gives birth to this baby, it is simply an alien-human hybrid. That is the scariest thing I have ever seen on a screen.
It's the nastiest thing I've seen. It's ugly. Holy shit.
Diva.com. And
it fucking grows like per seconds. Like it's just like this fugly baby.
It's like a
man
it
alien.
Looks like a man, but it's a baby. And it goes to her for a second.
Okay, but that's just a 50-year-old.
True. It goes to her for true. But people are saying that it's gross when she gives birth. I was like, honey.
No, what's gross is when it starts breastfeeding her.
When it goes to try to okay, thank you for confirming what I thought. It like comes over to her like mama kind of, and I'm like,
crawls on her. He's like,
and like on one hand you would think that he's trying to kill her, but then you're like, oh no, he wants mommy's boobie. Like he's trying to breastfeed. Disgusting. And he has like teeth. Like, ugh. Oh my God.
It's not good.
It's like if the Slender Man like was nude, had like a little wig.
Like the Slender Man like forgot to pick up his suit from the dry cleaning.
No, literally. Because he's like, his limbs
slimy.
It was so disgusting. So then, of course, naturally, he becomes the new enemy.
Yeah.
And Rain says the catchphrase heard around the world. What is that? I'm so bad that I don't remember it. But Sigourney Weaver says it in the original one, too. It's like the catchphrase from the film. I don't remember what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Because I like heard people be like, in the movie theater.
I don't know what it is.
I forget what it is too, because I haven't seen the other ones. But
I'm not paying attention to anything but that ugly ass baby.
Whatever. Disgusting. So yeah, basically, she gets through. She survives. We don't know if the mother of the alien survives.
We don't know, but there is a part 2.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Love.
People are saying that there's a part 2.
And Rain gets rid of the baby, sacrifices him to the asteroid belt, thankfully, and they she goes in a sleeping pod. She's like, and it's the end of the film, and she's like, I don't know if I'll see the end of the tunnel here, but hopefully I do. Like her.
I'm like, are we ever gonna learn our lesson about space? We don't belong there.
I don't.
We don't belong there. I belong in a Cancun resort. That's where I belong. I do not belong in space. Like I get it. I get it. I get it. I belong in an all-inclusive resort. That's it. Just leave me there.
Learn.
Would I like to visit the moon? Sure. Do I belong on the moon? No.
I don't want to go to the moon.
No, I don't belong there. I would love to go on the moon. You're like lighter on the moon.
Skinny.
You're like, yeah, exactly.
Skinny.
My goal weight is moon weight.
Moon weight. We don't belong in space.
No, we don't.
It would be nice to be skinny.
If you had to fight an alien, a predator, or a robot, which one are you fighting?
Ooh. I think a robot.
A robot, bro?
I think a robot.
I'm doing an alien.
Why?
Because you can kill an alien. How are you going to kill a robot?
Throw water on it.
What a robot? You think I'm talking about the little dog robots that do flips?
I'll kick it. I don't care. Just like the metal ones. It's like the Robot Wars or whatever you want.
BattleBots.
You watch them like light on fire.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
You just whack it with a hammer. Whack, go to bed.
Yeah. You would fight an alien?
I think out of all three of those, like a predator, like, because a predator to me has like, is a robot and an alien combined.
Scary.
It has like those like technical eyes and shit like that, like
Yeah.
senses and like, I don't know. Even though I think the predator always loses to the alien. I think in the Alien versus Predator movies, I think the predator always, I think the alien always wins. And we did see that movie where called Prey with the predator. Remember that with the Native American girl and she fucks him up.
Why don't I remember this movie?
It was on Hulu. It's really good. It's actually really good.
Okay.
The predator like lands. It's like,
I don't think I watched this with you.
yeah, we did. It must have been another bitch.
Must have been another bitch.
Okay, if you had to be an alien, a predator, or a robot, which one would you be?
Alien, darling. Diva down.
After you just said that they're nasty?
I don't care. They kind of serve. Here's the thing. It's giving like
After you said they're nasty, dude.
Yes.
So you're like, oh, I want to ride people's face.
No, I want that big head.
Yep.
I want the all black latex, and I want it turned into like a gown.
Okay.
And I want high heel boots, and I'm gonna clomp and stomp as an alien.
And they're gonna say, Kate, we have to take over the world, and you go, I'll talk to you later, darling.
I would again be filing my nails, being like, wait till these stupid fucking humans come on in. Oh yeah. Okay. I just would love to be a diva alien.
Yeah.
Or I could be a green alien too.
Yeah.
I would love to be a green alien. I would love to be an alien.
You could be a green alien. Stoned. Yeah, I can see that for you.
Please. Like a little
if you're a green alien, you're like the alien I want to meet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be that alien.
Like you're the perfect alien. If Kate is a green alien, you're like the alien. You're like, yeah, I get it.
Just like, don't tell anyone.
Non-violent, like just like stoned and like just like
hi. Would you want to be an alien, predator, or a robot?
If I'm gonna be a robot, I'm gonna be Ex Machina because she's snatched. She's like, oh, she's like seducing men. She's like, hi, and then she's like, fat, killing them.
That sounds
she's insane. But I think I would want to be an alien because again, like the queen is always the head honcho, and so I respect any race or any species that is like
defers to women.
Yeah, I'm like, you get it. You get it. You get who should be in charge.
Progressive.
You get who needs to be in charge.
You know what's going on.
If an alien came down to space came down from space tomorrow,
yeah,
and they said, "Take me to your leader," who do you introduce them to?
Ooh, RuPaul, probably. RuPaul. I think RuPaul. What about you?
Beyonce.
Yeah.
I go, no, she runs the world here.
Who runs the world? Beyonce.
I go, this is our leader. I'm like, if you want to take over America by tomorrow night, you will have Beyonce give you a song for your campaign.
Stop.
if you,
Truly.
I go, this is who you need to meet.
Yeah. She is the most influential woman anywhere in the galaxy. I'm just imagining her because she's
or Bad Bunny.
But that is just creating chaos because they'd be like drunk in Puerto Rico.
Or he would just like make him do a video. Like I feel like Bad Bunny could chill out the alien.
Yeah, he would have to be with a green. He'd have to hang out with a green alien.
Yeah,
couldn't do the Predator or couldn't do the alien from Alien.
Yeah. If it's we gotta introduce her to Beyonce.
She loves Beyonce.
Yeah,
she went to the Renaissance tour.
She's actually Blue Ivy.
Doing the dance.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I want to see. Mm-hmm. I do think it's like camp. Like the alien is camp. Is this a gay movie?
The alien is drag. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how aliens are drag.
Yeah,
it's time to talk about it. Very exaggerated features that are like all of the good things put together.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Waste. Snatched.
What is she eating? Celery up there?
No, humans.
She ain't eating Americans. Not our fat ass.
Stop.
That bitch will die by diabetes by tomorrow.
She's like the sharks. Or she's like the opposite of sharks. She's like those fatties. Please.
She'll need a Zempic.
She's probably on Ozempic. That's probably this is why people can't take Ozempic because it's probably the compound that they were putting. That they were trying to
I think you should be taking Ozempic if you like really need it. Like one of my friends has thyroid issues. So like her weight fluctuates she can't do anything about it. She could eat good, go to the gym. She probably won't lose any weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you have diabetes, like I think you should take Ozempic. But if you're like, I want to be snatched by tomorrow, I'm like, you're taking Compound V or whatever the fuck it is. You're
Compound
taking V. That's from The Boys.
Same
You're
thing.
taking Compound A.
Compound Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, this film was fun. I was very surprised. I thought I wasn't going to like it. I was a little nervous to see it.
I wasn't nervous to see it because no matter what, the gore wins. Like the gore in Alien, I'm like, oh yes. Like I could watch it and still give it a 5 even if it's bad because of the gore. You
love the gore.
I do. I think it's...
But it wasn't so gory that it was like off-putting.
It was gory though.
Oh,
maybe
maybe I'm desensitized and I'm like, I'm fine. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad.
I don't know. It's pretty gory. But I honestly, the only complaint is the first 20 minutes where you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah, but then the rest I was like, this is a shoot. I thought it was cool that they had actors that aren't... I mean, the actress who plays Rain has been in some stuff.
Yeah.
But but more less known actors. Like
yeah.
It was, and they were great.
Asian girl.
Yeah.
She was great. Don't know her. You know what I mean? Like haven't seen her in previous. The pregnant bitch. Don't know her.
Pregnant bitch.
I don't know her, but she was great. Like the crazy guy, the crazy guy in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like don't know him. I thought he was great. Like Andy was fantastic.
Yeah, they killed.
Yeah, I don't know them, but I think we're gonna see a lot of stars come out of this movie.
I think so too.
Yeah,
I agree with you. Actually,
like they were great.
Yeah,
the cast killed it.
It was a good movie. Mm-hmm. It was fun. The story was interesting. Once you got on board with what was actually going on to the main plot of the film, you're like, once you got past the exposition, you're like, yeah, this is good. The exposition, you just gotta like know that you're going into some campy sci-fi bullshit. And just be like, I have to figure this out.
I'm just like, the whole time they're telling me, I'm like, yeah. Just get me to the aliens. Like, we know the aliens are coming. So, like, why don't you, like...
I don't care about your sad little planet.
Yeah, they could have said, we got to go to Pizza Planet to get pizza. I'd be like, heard of it. Like, get on board. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, let's fucking go.
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
But...
I just want to watch that.
Yeah, but there's going to be a number 2, so they don't have to re-explain everything.
Romulus. And that one will be Remus. Because the two sides of the ship were Romulus and Remus.
Will it?
I don't know.
I thought it was going to be Shiv.
Alien, Shiv, Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Stupid alien Kendall. Oh, there were some good tweets.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay.
I think that was that.
That's been our episode. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for waiting for us.
Listening. We're sorry we had COVID, but Kate coughed and then she said, "Come here, let me show you something." And then she spit in my mouth, so I caught it.
I literally pulled an alien.
Yeah.
Literally put my mouth on your mouth, suffocated you.
Yeah.
And made you grow my baby of COVID.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And so
art imitates life.
So we appreciate your patience and your loyalty, because we know you're loyal and we know you're going to stick with us, because if not, we will tell the aliens you are the enemy.
We'll give you the address. As always, if you haven't yet, like, subscribe, leave a comment. We have an Instagram and a Twitter account, Lounge Lizards Podcast. And we love you.
Bye.
Bye.